What is going on, guys? We are back, and all that work we did yesterday in that video, all that super great storage system and wireless power, yeah, we're scrapping that. Actually, that's not fully true. I know I just freaked you out there for a little bit. You were like, Rage, what? What, we're scrapping it? But we worked so hard on that. Well, we're actually just moving it up here, got rid of all the solar panels, and yes, I know that block doesn't match, okay? My OCD is going off the charts right now for that block, but what we're going to be doing is actually integrating the whole storage system into our processing setup. And I guess I should explain that a little bit more before we do it. But essentially what I want to do is I got rid of the solar panels because we're not really using their power that much. And we can actually get rid of this. You can see it's not even draining this power. It should only be draining power from down here, which should be okay. This thing still hasn't changed, even though I don't think it has that many ender pearls. Maybe it's just glitching out. But yeah, so you can see that this is... Oh wow, we're not even using any energy right now. That is weird. But yeah, so I want to integrate our entire storage system into all of this because the reason I did a lot of these storage drawers and the reason I want to keep them is because we do have a limited number of stacks in our wireless storage system. As much as we would not like to accept that, we have 1,200 stacks, and although that might seem like a lot, when you start getting a bunch of random items in there, that becomes a very big problem. And another problem is that for now, it's going to be really annoying to sort through 4 different 300 stack storages. So I'm only going to do one for now. So let's just say we essentially have 300 stacks of items to work with. When you start throwing in there items that don't stack well, or items that you have a buttload of, like if we were to throw in there all of this iron, look at all of that stuff. That's in a compacting drawer. You have 574 blocks of iron. Granted, I wouldn't need all of this, but if we were to try and throw all of that in there, that would be insane because it wouldn't even compact the iron. We'd have to make it into blocks and all that, and it would just be a hassle. So I want to keep all these drawers here, including these over here, and the storage system will take all of the stuff that I throw in there, and if it is meant to be in any of these drawers, it will put them in there. So it needs to go back through our system so we're not filling it up with random redstone and stuff. And then if we throw any ores in there that we randomly get when we're clearing out areas for our base, it will go back into the processing unit and then go over here. And if we throw anything in there that's junk, it will get trashed. And so essentially what this will do is make it so that our storage system itself is only containing really miscellaneous items like these chests over here. They have random junk, ultimate energy cubes. Yes, this copper ore would get processed, but the aura cascade stuff, the clockwork phase stuff that I was messing around with, the random laboratory blocks, the wrench, all of this stuff will get kept in there, and I don't have to worry about ditching it. The name tags, these weird rings, all of this stuff can easily be stored there, but all that stuff is going to take up a lot of space, which is why I'm doing this. So I trashed everything down here already in this corner. I refilled it in, and it is all sitting pretty in my inventory right now. It's not that much stuff actually, so it's perfectly fine. We just throw it down up here. So I'm trying to think, we should probably throw it down all on this wall over here for now. I don't think we're going to use this whole floor for this, so we can use this floor for other things, but for now, this is all I really need for this floor, and I will put a roof on it now because, we kind of have stuff up here. It's not solar panels, and the solar panels can go somewhere else. I don't know. Maybe another dimension, who knows. Trying to think though, because this is where I want to put the items in, because we need them to go from this point over by the digital miner and go through the entire system to get sorted in the correct order. So this wall is where we're going to put the things, and I want to make sure we have enough room, so we will start throwing this down right here, and we just can slap this on there. We'll put it on this side, and it should be getting power. So yep, it should be all good there. And like before, we have the storage module tablet to access the storage. Should be working fine. Yes, it is. And then we have the modular storage system. So what I want to do with this is actually throw it down probably right here. So this should be okay, and it doesn't need power. Let's just make sure that this is all working properly with this. We should be accessing the first one. Indeed we are. Okay, they're all linked. Very good. All this stuff we already did yesterday. Now we need to throw down this logistical sorter right on the edge of this. And this is one of the things that makes it very difficult for me to sort 4 different inventories at once, and that is because we need 4 logistical sorters all sorting the same things, and I don't know if you can easily copy the logistical sorter filters. I don't know if you can do that or if it's even possible. We might have to manually do it, and that's just kind of annoying because we need to trash like gravel, dirt, cobble, or no, we can put cobble in the system for smelting, but all of that stuff needs to get changed, and for each one it needs to be re-inputted in there. So it's sort of annoying, and unfortunately you can't use the logistical transporters. I tried it, where you put the logistical transporter right on the storage, set it to pull into a logistical sorter, which then sorts all four at once. And I thought that might work, because if the logistical sorter can't send dirt anywhere, or if the logistical sorter doesn't have a filter and isn't auto-ejecting to anything, then it wouldn't pull unnecessary items out, but it just doesn't pull anything out. So that doesn't work. It needs to be the logistical sorter on the edge of it. So we can throw these basic transport, or basic whatever, logistical transporters down, and I don't want to connect them just yet. I want to get this thing set up so we can start testing it. So the first thing that we're going to need to do is throw a trash can somewhere. And I guess we can make this ceiling a little bit higher, so we won't have to deal with it too much right now. But we can throw the trash can probably right here, because we need it to be branching off. And the reason for that is because we need to color these properly. And this is the annoying part when you have this system, is you can't send things through different colors as far as I'm aware. So you can't have red, you couldn't have red right here and then blue right here and say that, you know, some of these are supposed to go through red and some are supposed to go through blue, because, or you couldn't have red right here and then blue right here and say, you know, all the items that are supposed to go through red just keep going and then blue goes in here. The red items would work, but the blue items would not. And that is the annoying part with what's going on down here lower in our base. And yes, I will sleep so that we can get some light. But that is why I couldn't have these drawer controllers like right up here, because I needed to have some logistical transporters come down so that I could color this logistical transporter right here the correct color. So it is unfortunate, but it's not too bad, and it still works perfectly fine for sorting. I'm sorry if that was complicated for you guys to understand. It was kind of me rambling about it, but hopefully you get it. So the colors that we've used right now, actually we should probably go check this. We've only used 2 colors as far as I'm aware, and we can see with this one what the colors are. We have blue for default, and red should be dark red. So is this dark blue and dark red? Okay, so dark blue is what's sending to this, and eventually I will have to add a couple more. We could always add dirt and stuff to this so that if we ever need dirt, we could come over here and access it, but we're going to have so much random dirt that it can just get completely trashed, and I don't want to fill up this wall with a bunch of these. So dark blue will be for any of these, and I'll have to go through and set literally so it sends everything dark blue that's specifically named here. So diamonds, lapis, anything I shift click in there. It's not as easy because we can have anything random from our inventory going into this system. And I can't just say like the digital miner will only get these things right here and ores. So the digital miner is not going to be getting all this random junk that needs to be trashed or kept in this system, which is also why it's annoying to sort. So let's just set this one to, it's not going to be dark blue. Let's just do dark green, okay, because we're not using that at all. And so this filter right here will be set, instead of dark blue, it'll be set to dark green. So we can save that, and it should be good now to actually send any dirt in there to this. So we can actually try that out if I have any dirt on me. Probably don't right now, actually, just because I probably trashed all of it yesterday. Yeah, okay, so we don't. Let's try it with, is there anything in here that I actually do want to trash? We can just trash some cobble because it doesn't really matter, and use this as testing. Grab some gravel too, just for testing, of course. We can grab the copper for testing later, and we got the redstone on us. Okay, so that should be able to test every portion of our base for this. So let's take this. I don't know if there's a better way to make filters, but I just do item stack and then take the thing, throw it in there. It says gravel, and I save it. This actually needs to be put on dark green, so save that. And I don't know if it matters where these are in order, but let's do it wirelessly to make sure it works. Let's take a piece of gravel, throw it in there, it gets pulled out, and it gets thrown in there. And then let's just say we throw in there a block of redstone. Shouldn't get pulled out, shouldn't get thrown anywhere, and boom, we are good to go. Another thing that we could integrate in here would be auto crafting for turning things from blocks into actual redstone, because a lot of the things I craft use blocks, and it wouldn't be necessary, but like instead of having to make me, before I sort this, go back and put it into redstone, we could use an auto crafter that any block of, you know, diamond, gold, anything like that, or I guess it would really only be lapis and redstone, would get sent to those crafters and recrafted back down and then filtered back into the system. So that is possible too, but we should hook this up now since it should be working, and that should be good. I'll probably move or make an external wall or something just because we don't really need to worry about this anymore. I don't really like having this part down here covering all the pipes and then this part not being flush with that. It's kind of weird, and it looks weird on these corners right here where all the pipes are going. But so now what we need to do is start filtering other things because this should properly be connecting to the system. So now we need to make a new filter to test it out, and let's say ore dictionary, and let's just say the problem is we can't just do any ore because there is zinc ore and all that junk that's random that can't get put in there. So let's just say ore copper should get put into what is it, dark red, I think. Yeah, so ore copper should go to dark red. I don't know why these are different colors, maybe because it just sorts them based on what kind of block they are. So we'll say that, and then we'll say new filter, items stack, redstone will get sent to dark blue. I think that's the one it needs to get sent to, yeah. So all of these should be good. Doesn't need to be on auto eject. So we can test all of them out now. We don't even need to look at it. We can just say, okay, so you throw the copper in there, that in there, and that. And they should all get sent out to their respected things. So that one gets totally trashed. Then we come down here, and we should be able to see the redstone get put in here if we're not too slow. Let's see if it gets however much I put in there, 16. Okay, yes, so 16 does get sent in there properly. And the last test will be to see if the copper ore comes over here and gets put in here properly. So let us see that. And it does. Awesome. Okay, that is great. Oh, that is a weight off my shoulders. So this is this is the simplest form of sorting that we can do now. And I'm going to have to go through off camera and just put everything in here that I could think of to be sorted properly. And what the rest of this room can be for is correctly processing things like this. So one thing that I actually probably should do is move this trash can right here. So I'll show you guys what I'm talking about. If we take this right here and go out one, we can do the trash can right here. And the reason I am doing it differently like this is because now we can bring more of these transporters out here and have different colors out here that it can be sent to. So we can do those crafters, so the things that need to be turned from different blocks can be put over here in the crafters. The only thing that I want to be cautious about is there's only so many colors that can be used. And so I think if we ever do run out of colors, you could probably just put a chest and then another logistical sorter down. So, you know, if we needed to have a bunch of different things turned into blocks, you could just say, you know, all the blocks go to yellow, and then yellow is putting them into a chest, and then you pull out of that chest and you have every color is usable again because it's a whole new line of pipes. So I guess we could actually try that crafting thing right now, because recently I've been using a lot of blocks for different crafts, and it doesn't need to happen with any of these blocks over here. So the only things that need to be done are redstone, lapis, and diamond. Those are the only three that need to have blocks turned back into these items. So I guess the most effective way of doing that would be probably just the crafters from Progressive Automation. Maybe, I don't know. I'll just use those for now. If there's anything better, I'll get the other guys the other guys in the server's opinion on this, because there's probably a much better way to do this whole sorting thing, but I don't want to know that right now because I'm trying to feel proud of myself for thinking of this. So, where is it? Crafters, right here. I don't think we're going to need anything more than a wooden crafter. I think that's just the speed at which they craft. Granted, I could just make more because why not, but oh man, we need cobblestone. I don't even think I have extra cobblestone because I've been cooking it all down. That is unfortunate on so many levels. Okay, yeah, I don't think we have cobblestone. We're going to have to come over here and use some EE3 cheatiness for cobblestone, no less. Actually, wait, what am I talking about? Come in here. This whole system is so backed up. Look at this. It's crazy. It's crazy. Grab this quintuple compressed cobblestone so that thing can go back to work. Just throw it in here. Got so much of this. I might need to add another one on top here, because when I'm not on here for like a day, this whole thing fills up. So I think we only need like a little bit of this. So let's just grab 3 out of here. And there's no way we even need that much. We probably only need 1, honestly. 81 cobble should be more than enough. Which one was this supposed to go into? This one? Yeah. Okay. So we got that all now. And we are good to go. Also, you guys didn't know one thing. I was watching TDC's video, and I was like, I remember mentioning it when he was here, which is why I was like ready to just like message him on Skype and tell him, you don't need to click things constantly in EE3, or I guess whatever this is, the transmutation tablet, not just EE3 in general. If you want to get something like cobble, okay, look right here, we got cobble. It's going to glitch once I do this, but you don't need to click it. You could click it and pull it out individually, or you could shift click it and fill your whole inventory. If you want to get a lot though, but not your entire inventory, you scroll. And yes, it is glitching right now because it always does that, but you scroll, and every time you use the scroll wheel, every time it goes up 1 notch in your scroll wheel, you can set most scroll wheels to either be the notched one or just to be a smooth roll. I don't know how fast the smooth rolling one is, but mine, when it is set to its notched rolling, every time it goes up 1 notch on the scroll wheel, it gives me 1 block. So that's a little pro tip from Rage here for you guys. A little pro tip, you know. What was that? I don't even remember what I was doing. Okay, so we're making a crafter. That's right. So we'll start with a wooden crafter, like I said, because it's not super important, but we should have all the wood over here. And yes, we're gonna do it. We're gonna use the special method that I never used, which is essentially clicking on this and then shift clicking that. I guess we don't have everything in there though. Oh, does it need to be in my inventory? That could be a thing. Oh, you know what? But we need chest and this. Okay, so I think, do we have everything now? Oh, I don't have the furnace. What am I? I'm thinking this thing is going to go all AE2 on me and just like craft everything for me. Okay. Yes, we're so good at this game, guys. We are so good at this game. Okay, so we're going to need to make 2 more of these. I don't know why I didn't just make them right then and there. I don't know why I have so many of these too. Give me all that cobble. Okay, so we need 2 more furnaces. There we go. I just made so many because there was extra cobble in there. Darn you, auto crafting table. You have failed me once again. You disgust me. Yeah, we actually need, that's everything we need. Okay, so we need 2 more crafting tables and 2 more chests. Boom. Now let's do the magic one last time. Got him. And got him. What up? Okay, so we should have everything. Wasted a bunch of furnaces. Throw some cobble back in there. And then we'll take the diamonds out just to test this, because we need to make a diamond block, we need to make a redstone block, and we need to make a lapis block just so we can set these things up properly for now. Okay, that should be good. Oh man, it's nighttime again. It is nighttime so much. Why does it have to be nighttime on here? No one likes the nighttime. Actually, I personally do really like the nighttime. Just in real life, I like nighttime, but not on here. Okay, so what we can do now is put these... The thing that I'll put them up 1 level, just because... You know what, I'll do that with this too, this trash can. Because I don't want to clutter up the room that much if I can avoid it. I want to be able to walk around in here. And if everything's jutting out into the center of the room, that doesn't really work. So I'll put the ceiling relatively high so we can put things up here, and that should be okay. So reconfigure this, and there, for like the 4th time moving this trash can. So now we come over here and we can have a pipe going up from this system. And how to do this? I'm trying to think about the best way to go about doing this, just because I think we might need more logistical transporters once these things finish being crafted, just because it needs to then get sent back through. So it either needs to get re-input into this modular storage, which I don't know if we actually can do. We might be able to do that, which would be really nice. But if we can't, then yeah. So let's try this. Let's just throw these down. We'll do one. We'll test out one just to see if it works. So we'll go there, and that should be inputting. Let's just make sure it is. We'll set it to push so everything's going in there, and then we'll change this color to not dark blue, not dark green, dark aqua. Awesome. So these can all be dark aqua, and we're gonna have to make an RF engine for that. Gosh darn it. But oh, you know what? We also need to make blocks. Okay, so there's a couple things I forgot to do. We'll do the redstone block for now because we have redstone being sorted already by our system, and then we need to make the RF engine, which is not that bad, and then we can use our wireless power. Oh, you see, there's another block. We got to use a block for this, and I ditched all of our gold. No, we can just use these gold blocks. And do I have the iron? I do. Boom. Dude, I'm a machine now. I am a machine using this. You guys have told me to use this so many times, and I never did. I always forgot to shift click, and yesterday's episode with all that crafting was just horrific. So bad. Okay, so we got the RF engine going there, and we got these universal cables. For now, I will just slap one of these on here, one of these RF exciters on here, and it should be doing good, should be doing work. It is, and these don't need much power, so I'll just throw some, you know, basic cables or whatever on here eventually, since they're only going to be doing work every once in a while. So it should be that turning into redstone, and everything should go in there. So I forgot I need another block to do this. Do I have any wood on me? Yes, I do. Okay, we're putting a crafting bench up here. Okay, crafting bench can come over here by the chest with all our solar panels in it. So we need, let's do a couple blocks to test this. So we'll grab 2 blocks, one to throw in here just to make sure it works. Okay, so it is very slow, as you can see. I thought it wasn't working because it actually wasn't doing anything. So then it makes the redstone, and now we need to make sure that we can pull the redstone out of here. And what we can do is, I'm trying to find out the best way to wire it back to see if we can put it back in this system. I'm going to need to make more of these logistical transporters though. So we'll break this thing right here. Can we wrench it off? Oh no. That's cool though. It tells me how much RF per ticket's using. Okay, so we don't need to actually randomly throw on upgrades onto these things like I said. Damn it! Oh, wait. I was trying to... Okay. One thing I'll mention right now while I'm doing this. I am going to try and not be so vulgar in my videos just because, you know, I understand that there are younger people that watch my videos and I would like to be more appropriate for my audience. So I apologize if you guys are going to miss that, but I will try and watch what I say from now on in my videos. So that is a thing. Yes. Sorry if you guys didn't really care about that, but it is a thing. Eventually what I might do is run a pipe along the top that brings things back to here, and the bottom will be things that get, you know, sorted and recrafted. So hopefully this video is not going on forever. It's probably pretty long. Let's get a little bit more. This will be the last part of the video. You guys want longer videos? Here you go. Here you go. You got me setting up our auto sorting system. This probably could be done by anyone else on the server so much faster. Okay, so we got it coming from here, and I don't know if we can even insert things into here like this. So let's just say that is pushing and this is pulling. Okay, so it actually is pulling things out, and let's just make sure it goes in here, and then it should get auto sorted by the logistical sorter the minute it goes in here and be sent down there. Very, very nice. Okay, so let's make one more redstone block, and we will throw it in wirelessly, make sure it gets pulled out correctly, and assuming that does happen, this whole setup will work perfectly. So boom, we throw the redstone. Oh, you know what? We need to set a filter for that. So give me that redstone block back, because we need to use this. A new filter, item stack, redstone block. Save that to dark aqua, and throw that in there wirelessly. Should get pulled out. Put in this system. I know these pipes are very slow, but it doesn't matter. Should get automatically switched. Why did it do that? Huh. Why did it automatically pull it out? That is a very good question. I guess it's just automatically pulling stuff out. Is there, maybe I need to pull it straight out of the top of this? That might be a thing. Let's try that. Let's try pulling it straight out of the top of here. Unfortunately, we're not going to get an accurate representation now because, okay, so yeah, that does not work. Well, guys, for now, I am going to call it a video. We're gonna say it's done for today. We might need to add more logistical transporters on top of this or something, or a chest. I don't know. But when we come back, I will have sort of finished this. I will have made more changes to it. And if you guys really like this video, we might, work on this a little bit more next episode. But feel free to give me your feedback. If you think there's anything I could improve on here, feel free to let me know. And yeah, like I said, we're going to try and be less vulgar from now on. Hopefully you guys don't mind. You guys probably would appreciate it. But, doing it for you guys because being polite is important to everybody. Respect everyone. Yes. That is the thing I've learned through playing League of Legends, that people nowadays have no respect for anyone else, but yeah, I am rambling right now. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, feel free to give it a like. It helps me out a lot, and I am still trying to put out content as often as I can for you guys, trying to be exciting, trying to be enthusiastic. We're like, yeah, we're pumped right now. Yes, longer videos, good stuff. So yeah, I will talk to you guys later.